Alright, well, we're finally having a bit of warm temperature. It's above 0 degrees Fahrenheit for the first time in 2 weeks or so, figure I can make a lawnmower video for you guys. It's been a little while since I made a lawnmower repair video because it's snowy and there's not many free lawnmowers around, and it's cold and I don't like working outside. But this morning I went out to the shed to see if I even had any lawnmowers that needed fixing up, and I found a really junky old Tecumseh, or yeah, I think it's a Tecumseh on a Toro deck, and figure we'll try to save that. It's the aluminum deck, but it's missing a bunch of pieces to it, so see if we can even get her running. It's been a while since I've been in here, and there it is on the old Toro. See, I like these aluminum decks because they don't rust, but this one's missing a wheel back there and then the handlebars. But let's pull her out. There's the old professional grade walk behind. There's no room for it in the shed, so she's got to sit outside all winter. There's the old Toro. Looks pretty nice, nice minus the fact that it's missing a wheel and a handlebar. The deck looks nice. Doesn't look like it was beat on too hard. The wheels still have some tread and stuff, and it's got a blade on it. And I believe that it has compression, but let me pull her over just to test. Let's see, this is the safety, pull the safety, and this is the pull cord. Let's see. Oh, weather seized. Let's undo that. That ought to do it. Alright, I'm going to have to pull that pull cord off of there. Try to get it unfrozen, because it ain't working. Alright, so let's start tearing this apart. What I'm going to do first is take off the shroud so I can get that pull cord freed up, and then once that's good, we'll check for fuel and spark and see if we can get her going. Right, the shroud's off. As you can see, this is totally frozen, so can't twist it at all. I remember when I got this mower in the summer, this wasn't frozen, it wasn't seized like that, so I'm gonna go bring it inside, warm it up by the wood stove for a minute, and maybe pour some WD-40 in her, and she should be good to go. Okay, while that's warming up inside the house, let's get to work on this. I stuck a cap in the oil filler place right there. Let's see if you can see. Right there, I stuck a cork in there just to make sure it didn't leak or come out when I was turning over the engine. But I guess let's test her for spark first. Got the vice grips holding the safety there, and let's pop off the spark plug, check for a little bit of spark. Yep, I'll let you guys take a look. As you can see, got some blue spark, so we're good to go. Alright, let's see if this engine's any good. We'll pour some down the spark plug hole, and we'll see if she fires up or if the flywheel's messed up or something. Feels like it's got fine compression, but what do I know? This battery's dead, I think. Yep. You get nothing. Let's check for spark again. Make sure I have everything on. That's good. Oh. Dang it. Screwed up the spark plug boot, that's why. This is why I don't like working in the cold. The drill's being a piece of junk, And I broke the spark plug boot because it broke off in the brittle cold. I'll show you what happened to it. That's a little too far zoomed in. Yeah, that's better. So this piece just keeps coming out like that. And then this bit here, this bit broke off from the top, so it's also supposed to be connected like that. So there's supposed to be two connections, and instead it's just like this, kind of all over the place. Maybe she'll go. Actually, let me pull off the carburetor first in case there's some disgusting stuff in there. Alright, let's give her another go. Certainly feels like it has compression, but if it doesn't work this time, I guess I'll hook up the compression tester. Save myself a little time. Ah, we got something. Alright, she's good to go. It's reassuring. It'd be pretty much a waste of time to throw this carburetor back on there and just assume that it will run off the carburetor because it's a 20-year-old Tecumseh engine, and Tecumsehs have carburetor issues. And I'm fairly certain that this carb's going to be gunked up. So instead of putting it back on and seeing if it's going to run, I figure I'll just take it apart, clean it now, and then throw it back on. Hopefully save myself a little bit of time. Alright, I suppose we'll do some carburetor cleaning. Well, would you look at that carburetor, guys? Looks pretty dang good in there. Okay, let's put this carburetor back in. Alright, I put the shroud back on. Pull cord's working nice and good again. So that's all good. Let's fill her up with gas and see if she runs. Alright, let's see if it fires up. I don't know if it has enough compression to start from just the pull cord. a long time. Alright, I shut her down. Jesus, that took forever. Makes you wonder if I flooded it or what. Actually, I probably didn't flood it because I was choking it to try to get it to start. Maybe one of the jets was clogged and by hand choking it, I freed her up or something. I don't know. At least it started. Alright, let's see if we can get her going again with no starter fluid or anything. Just the choke and the drill. And my drill's out of battery. Alright, drill's better. Let's get her going, baby. Running like a dream. Let's put the shroud back on and see if I can start it with the pull cord. All right, let's see if it'll run like this. Oh, gotta turn the safety off. Oh, come on. Okay, well, clearly this mower has seen better days, but eventually we got her going. And I think the carburetor's cleared up pretty much now, so I was able to start with the pull cord. Only thing that's annoying is spark plug boot there. Also, let's see if I can open this up. The gasoline it's running on, I'm not sure if you can see there because of my light. It looks like it's just it looks bad. It's got some gunk in there, and it's like a terrible green color, not like the white clearish blue color it's supposed to be. So yeah, it's running on that, so I better clear that out so the carb doesn't get gunked back up again, and then I have to redo this process. But anyway, guys, let me know what you want me to do with this engine, because clearly it doesn't. This mower's not going to be useful to me with no wheel and no handle. I don't know, maybe I could take it off, clean it up a little more, do something with it cool. But there it is, all fixed up and working. And thanks for watching this video, guys. See you next week.